Project R.I.S.E is Supercell's newest game, and I was lucky enough to receive early access to the alpha. Now keep in mind this is actually a pre-alpha build, so there's a ton of bugs and whatnot. It is a dungeon crawler, much like many other games. Diablo comes to mind. There's joystick movement, there's a mini-map, there's perks that go to level 3, there's different floors. Each floor you beat, you go to the next floor. Each 5 floors is a boss, and if you end up losing completely, you get reset all the way back to the beginning. There's different heroes to choose from: Barbarian, Archer, Valkyrie, Fisherman, Firecracker, and Hog Rider, but Hog Rider was not playable during the pre-alpha. Now as you go through each floor, you can defeat enemies to gain elixir, and there's destructible objects containing elixir or crystals. And if you gain enough elixir, the entire team levels up, allowing each hero to choose a new perk. You can favorite a perk to let others know that you want it. The crystals you gain are used to purchase stat boosting potions or perks at a wishing well. They are random drops. The potions could be for attack, max HP, speed, or crit chance. And there are phoenix feathers that are used to revive anyone in the team if they get defeated. Now of course your basic attack is a light attack, and if you hold it, it is a heavy attack, and then you have a main skill and a sub skill for each hero. The Barbarian's heavy attack is a ground slam with a knockback. His main skill is a shoulder charge, and if you knock back into a wall, it does extra damage. His sub skill is a lunge that dizzies, and his hero ability is a rage. Now of course throughout the tower you randomly unlock hero abilities. The Archer's heavy attack is a powerful arrow that knocks down and marks. The main skill is a long-range homing tri-shot, and the sub-skill is an evade roll that marks. The hero ability makes the sub-skill and heavy attack mark, and increases the crit chance by 25% against marked enemies. Of course, again, various hero ability upgrades. The Valkyrie's heavy attack throws an axe and it explodes. The main attack is a spin, with the sub-skill being a medium-range leap. The hero ability is that every time you crit, magic axes spawn for 10 seconds with a max of 3 that rotate around dealing damage. The Fisherman's heavy attack, he throws an anchor that pulls enemies to the Fisherman. His main attack is a wave that pushes back and deals extra damage if it hits a wall. The sub-skill is he rides a wave, increasing his movement speed and knocking back. His hero ability is when he takes damage, he has a stinky aura. Smells like fish, if you know what I'm saying, and it deals damage to enemies. And the Firecracker, which I unfortunately did not get to play, has a heavy attack that deals rocket splash damage, a main skill that deals firework damage in a large radius, with the sub-skill being a long-range rocket jump, hey, just like my main Brock, that does knockback, and the hero skill is still in development, with the hero ability also still being in development. The boss battle consists of sentries, and there is a boss every 5 floors. Now here I'm showcasing floor 5 and floor 10 to show you some of the differences. It begins with a tower sentry, and once you beat that, it switches to a different type of sentry. These bosses can get quite difficult as they fling fireballs, launch bombs, shoot lasers, and even spinning lasers. There are also smaller enemies or regular enemies that you have to deal with. I love these boss fights even though it's only in pre-alpha, with much more to come in the future. They are hard, but not too hard. On floor 5, after I beat the tower sentry, I move on to the dungeon sentry. And on floor 10, after I beat the tower sentry, I move on to the grassland sentry. And that sentry was pretty tough and was really kicking my butt. Overall, Project R.I.S.E was a bunch of fun considering it was just the basics available so far. If I could add some stuff to the game, my first ideas are daily quests, a shop, skins, cosmetics, ranked, a leaderboard, maybe even PvP in maybe a different ranked or something. That would be really cool. More characters, maps, enemies, bosses. You get the point, more perks. I'm sure they plan to add all of that. I saw some people in the Discord mentioning an open world suggestion. Now, while that would be cool and I would probably love that game, it would be a totally different game. It would be much more like World of Warcraft with an open world exploration rather than a dungeon crawler floor by floor. Both games would be fun, but it's just completely different. Now, I'm sure they plan to add most of my suggestions, and I really can't wait to see what they make it into. It really could be the best Supercell game, only time will tell. When it comes out in beta or even full release, you guys gotta check it out. It has so much potential. Alright, that's it for today. I love you guys so much. I'll see you in the next one. We'll be back with the regular Brawl Stars content.